You're listening to the WWNO Network. This is Paul Mawson. Each week, we check in with Dave Walker and find out what's going on in the museum scene. Dave is host of the Museumgoer.com, so he knows all of this stuff, and we want to find out more. So, what stuff do you have for us this week, Dave?
Hey, Paul. This week we've got two exhibit openings to note. One is a new look at Carnival history, and the other is an art show with an international scope. Opening Friday at the Presbytere, Pioneers of Women's Carnival is a long view look at female carnival crews, a history that began in the late 1800s and continues up to the present. Told through the Louisiana State Museum's deep collections of costumes, hand-painted costume designs, often beautiful works of art in their own right, photographs, ball favors, and parade throws, the exhibit will focus on several different eras of carnival evolution. The earliest crews didn't have the longevity of Iris, founded in 1917 and now the largest of any crew, men or women, in New Orleans. The year 2000 founding of Muses launched the modern era. Along the way were such lady crews as the Butterflies, the Mittens, Daughters of Eve, and others. Meanwhile, over at the Contemporary Arts Center, the exhibit Refreshing America, Artists of America from Other Countries, has opened and will remain on view through White Linen Night in early August. The exhibit features works by more than 80 artists from more than 40 countries, all of whom now call New Orleans home. It's a celebration of the city's borderless culture, curated by Don Marshall.
Yes, and Don Marshall, former executive director of the Jazz and Heritage Foundation, and many other things in town. Don's been always does great work.
Absolutely. His name weaves its way through the past half century of the city's cultural history. He's been director of Le Petit Theater, was a founder of the Tennessee Williams Festival. He was also involved in the formation of the New Orleans Film Festival and Crew de Vue, and retired as executive director of the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation after a 20-year run in 2024. Most interesting, though, in 1977, he was the first director of the Contemporary Art Center. So it's sort of homegoing for him.
It's sort of where the circle is
That's right.
comes back around.
Sounds like a really interesting exhibit, opening Friday. In public programs this week, Brian Piper of the New Orleans Museum of Art will lead a gallery talk on the exhibition Delicate Sights, Photography and Glass at 12:30 and 6 p.m. today, May 7th. More at noma.org. A Meet the Author event at 5:30 tonight at the National World War II Museum will feature Michael Croissant, whose book is Bombing Hitler's Hometown, The Untold Story of the Last Mass Bomber Raid of World War II in Europe. The free event will take place in person and online. More at nationalww2museum.org. Part two of the National World War II Museum's annual electronic field trip for students, which explores the end of the war and post-war years, will stream at 9 a.m. Thursday. At 9:30 Thursday, Longview House and Gardens will host a presentation titled The Accidental Jeweler by Elizabeth Locke. More at longview.com. The Friends of the Cabildo second Thursday lecture series will offer a free virtual event at 6 p.m. Thursday, May 8th. Jennifer Gross will discuss her upcoming book, Sisterhood of the Lost Cause, Confederate Widows in the New South. More at friendsofthecabildo.org. The Historic New Orleans Collection's All Ages Chess Club will meet at 1 p.m. Saturday at Le Musée de FPC on Esplanade Avenue. A presentation on the Afro-Creole legacies in New Orleans chess history will follow chess instruction. More at hnoc.org. And finally, Richard McCabe of the Ogden Museum of Southern Art will lead a free tour of the exhibition The Unending Stream, Chapter 1, at 2 p.m. Saturday. More at ogdenmuseum.org.
You can find out more about these items and others at Dave's website, themuseumgoer.com, and also a video of our conversation as well. Dave Walker, thanks so much, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, Paul. Take care.